Hello YouTube friends. I'm doing a kind of different review than my usual bag review today because I just got some Coach Flats. These are the Bonnie Ballet Flat, and I thought I'd just do a quick review on their features, how they fit, and also how they compare to a similar style of Tieks. So I hope you enjoy this video. So these are the Bonnie Ballet Flats. They're leather. The leather is absolutely beautiful, really soft. And then they've got the patent toe cap and the patterned bottom. It's got a 1/4 inch heel just in the vinyl. And then the interior is nice and padded, but not too padded. When you have them on, it doesn't feel like you're sinking into anything, but it is enough to give you stability. And then the back has this elasticized portion here. And you can see how nice and soft that leather is. What you'd expect from Coach. So mine are in the size 7.5, and they do fit true to size. I'm usually a 6.5 to a 7, but for some reason in flats I always need to go a half size up. I do have very narrow feet and a really high arch, and I have to say, if you don't have narrow feet, these are probably not good for you because they're just created very narrow. They fit me perfectly, but that's hard to find. Usually all shoes are too wide on me, so I have to say these are very narrow. And the other thing of note is that the interior, while it looks like it is leather, it is not. And I didn't know that until after I bought them. I saw on the website it said that the interior lining is not leather, man-made, and so is the toe cap. The toe cap is also man-made. And that's a little concerning because I do like my shoes to stretch a little bit in places to conform to my foot with wear. And if this is a different material, it's not going to be as stretchy as the leather itself. So that is something to think about. So one of the reasons I wanted to compare these to Tieks is that I found the fit to be really similar. And if you've invested in Tieks, you know that fitting those can be tricky. In Tieks, I'm actually a size 8. I had to do the whole thing where they sent me a couple sizes to try, and I have 2 pairs of them, both size 8, and they both fit perfectly. But like I said, I'm normally a 6.5 to maybe a 7, so an 8 is kind of a stretch. So this has the elasticized fit for the back portion of it, and then the sides are straight. This does not fold like the Tieks do. I'll show you one of my Tieks here. So the Tieks have the back portion straight and padded, kind of like a sports shoe, and the sides and all the way around is elasticized. So it's kind of the opposite of what we have with the Coach. And you can see where the problem can lie for some people. This, until it gets broken in, stretched out a little bit, molded to your foot, it's not really that comfortable. You've got little divots poking into your ankle at all different areas, whereas the Tieks didn't have that issue. The Coach Bonnie does have a very low back. You can see how much lower it is than the Tieks. So that part is good because it doesn't wear on the back of your ankle in a weird spot like most shoes do. So that part is okay. They do not bend, and I honestly have had no need to ever fold my Tieks in half for storage anywhere. I didn't want to do that. I think it is going to ruin the integrity of the leather sole. You can see how it's all cracked right there anyhow. So that's kind of a nice to have feature that's not necessary. These are lined all in leather, and then the back of the shoe is just the suede back of the leather. So these are comfortable for me. I like them very much. They've been great, but they're just not going to have the same fit issues as these Coach ones do. Now I've just worn these around the house trying to break them in, but you can see what's already happening inside here. The vinyl interior is starting to wrinkle. Not a big deal, but if that's something that bothers you. The other thing I'm noticing that's happening is that see how it's kind of collapsing down because the leather is so soft, and when you put them on it's going to get this little ridge here as it collapses down. So like I said, if that's something that bothers you, just beware of that. I love the little logo. I think that is so sweet. Very fancy. And the style is adorable. I mean, it is very much like a Chanel type of shoe. So the cost of these, even though they're not lined in leather, is $188 on the Coach outlet website. They might have a similar style on the regular Coach site or in the stores, but I found these on the Coach outlet, and I got these for a great price. It was like a sale on top of a sale, so they were under $50, so I thought I'd give them a try. And I am glad I did, because I think that they are going to break in nicely after I wear them around a bit. So this shoe fits me great. This one is digging into my ankle in a strange spot. So when I am trying to break them in, I just put a light sock on this foot. And since I'm teleworking right now, it doesn't really matter if I look ridiculous, but that's something you can do to kind of help stretch out the shoe. But you can see where, the gathers aren't always going to be exactly where your foot wants them to be. So one side might be comfortable, the other side not. So I can see that being an issue for some people. And I have very, very sensitive feet. I mean, they're pretty useless. I don't know why, why they're that sensitive, but any little thing poking into them really irritates them. And these actually have been pretty comfortable. I've had them for about a week. Other than this side needing to be broken in, I really think that, after a few months of wearing, they're going to be a really nice shoe to have. Very handy to go with all different types of outfits, and you really can't go wrong with a black flat, especially the ones that are kind of Chanel inspired. This also comes in more of a lighter ballet pink beige too, with the black toe cap. So those were also cute. I was tempted to get 2 pairs, but I thought, well, I'll try the black ones first, see how those work. So I am very happy with them. I just wanted you to know about any issues that might come up if you decide to purchase them yourself. They come very low on the sides, just like the Tieks do. So if you have a wider foot or even a normal foot that's not narrow, I can see that being an issue because it's going to push this out and down more. And that might not be a good look once it gets broken in. So these are the Coach Bonnie Ballet Flats in black leather. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time.